What up, y'all? What up, y'all, man? Check me out, check me out, check me out. It's your boy, the Real Ghetto Gamer, man. We out here for, I guess, our first official episode. Little topic that I love talking about, Mechanologist. It's kind of crazy. I feel like we kind of already tired of talking about it so much because it's pretty much the only thing we've been talking about. Waiting on spoilers. I know a few already come out, which look pretty damn cool. I ain't gonna lie to you, but my top hero, my favorite hero, probably not the best hero to love, but I love underdogs. That's part of the biggest thing about me with anything. I love the underdogs, and I always love to see them come up. You know what I mean? Um, used to love Data Dog because she had no cards. Absolutely useless hero. We all know that. But, Dash has definitely proven herself time and time again that, man, you know what? She don't really need a set to be raw. You know what I'm saying? And now she got a whole set dedicated just for her. And, of course, the other heroes that they going to introduce, like Tekla and so forth, and still the mystery one that most of us suspect will be Data Dog, because it's like, how could you create a hero and just kind of render it useless? Come out with a new set dedicated to the mech and not add anything for Data Doll. So it's still to be seen, but hopefully most of our assumptions are correct. Yeah, main reason why I love, got that strap, baby. I always just, like to shoot angels with it. I like to shoot dragons with it. I like to shoot ninjas with it. Whatever. I just love to aim and shoot, boom, multiple times. Um, I haven't got my hands on a what's it called canister. Um, just waiting for that set. I might pull one. If I don't, then I'll just buy me an individual. It's not a big deal, but I feel like I want to experience the fun of possibly just pulling my own. You know what I'm saying? For right now, this is what I'm using for my equipment. All right, we got a little iron rod helm, basic, one defense. Got my gauntlet, which helps for cost 2 or greater cards. Most mech cards are 2 cost anyways, so you can go ahead and hit yourself with a nice 6 hit. Add the 2 right there. You could even go with a rotary ram, red, add 3. So what is that? 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hit. So that's pretty cool. And then on top of that, if you go with an overloop or something, which I think the red is a 5, I could look it up, but I'm lazy. You can go ahead and boost, go with a blue card, rotary ram, still be stuck with 1 resource left, and go ahead and just blast them up with one of these. It's no big deal, right? They're gonna have to block for the 9 if and possibly use up 3 cards and then use their last card and then render their turn. So kind of stays off of the aggro and more into, like, I guess, the control. If I'm wrong about that, let me know, but that's just how it looks to me. And I just kind of love how aggressive she is. Beginning stages when I was building this deck, it was kind of like a little too aggro. Like, I was running out of cards, bro, but I kind of learned you don't gotta boost so much. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta boost so much. So figuring out when is the right times to boost is definitely key. Also, when you're playing people like, or heroes like any brute, that come in with heart attacks, the most important, at least for what I found, is to be able to flip that attack defense dynamic as early as you can, because your life points are your biggest resource. If you guys are tied up and he want to go hit you with a 12 off rip, but you see your 4 cards are kick ass and you like F it, go ahead and do that. I take the 12 hit. Does it sound insane for blitz? Hell yeah. But if you know your cards and you feel pretty confident that you can kind of keep them on that side and try to flip that on them early, then do it, because bro, I'm telling you, if you down by 5 points maximum and you gonna try to take 12 hit, like, you're not gonna want to do it. So pretty much Bravo, Reiner, or any brute, especially even warriors, like, they'll jack you up straight up. So for what I found, trying to switch that has been super key. Um, I do got a red of this, but I run these a lot. I don't care. I love health. Like I said, to me, my life points are my most important resource. If I could stay alive, I stay in the game. And it's kind of annoying when someone's trying to beat you down and you just keep on getting health, keep on getting health. You know what I'm saying? I also found, since you got to boost a lot in this with this hero, not that you have to, but definitely helps with the go again. I've tried to find a lot of generic cards or different strategies that allow my cards to go back into my deck, just like Overloop. If it hits, it goes back to the bottom of your deck. Sweet card. Here's another one that I like to run. All right, super glossy. But here's another one I like to run. So if you're already down, it gives you a +1. When you attack or defend. Ravenous Rabble, very, very, very famous card that we all probably run just because it's a go again. I mean, it doesn't really matter about the attack initially, right? It's just kind of a way to have them block and use a card up. Instead of having a 4, boom, throw this, be like, oh, I drew a 3, now it's a 2 attack. Do I want to take the damage, or do I just want to block it? So either way, it's kind of a win-win. So I definitely keep a couple of those in my deck. I ain't gonna show that one because it's not really important. It's probably one of my little heavy hitters. A little 7 attack, nothing crazy. But if you got less life, it gives you +1. And since it's got that 3, you could throw this in here. And boom, now you got like a nice little 9 attack. Let me show y'all a little other little tactic that I like to add in with that too, because I think it's pretty crucial when it comes to the Mechanologist cards. And it would be the Conviction Amplifier. If I could find that, there you go. Comes with 2 steam counters off rip. If you can get this off rip or find a way to get it into the game, this is amazing because it gives you automatic dominate. All you do is be like, boom, I get dominate this turn. Go ahead, hit them with the 9, and they either got to start using equipment, defense reactions if they have them, or they just block with 2 or 3 max and take a 6 hit. So it's a pretty good way to kind of catch up if you're behind on life points, and it's also a good way to just end the game, period. I like to throw in these annoying little potions because, like I said, life to me is the most important resource. So if I can get one of these in there too, I'm doing it. These are the other equipments I run. If I need some arcane barrier, if I need a little extra defense, arcane, and then what the hell this do? Oh yeah, this gives you an extra action point, and it gives you arcane barrier. So if you don't want to boost all the time, or you don't have the cards to do so, run one of these as well so that you can go ahead and get that extra action point. But it says you got to activate only if you have boosted. So I guess instead of having to boost 2 times and lose 2 cards, you could just lose the 1 boosting and then throw that one at the end and get an extra action point. And you could go ahead and use your pistol, or go ahead and throw down another attack. Maybe you got a 0 attack, or you still have 1 resource and you want to use a zipper hit, which has 1 cost, or if you have a few 0 to 60s that have 0, that would be another option too. I don't really use this one too much, but this one's pretty key. I'm not gonna lie. This is not one that personally I would start out with, But if I pull it and I can get it into the arena, I'm definitely going to try and do that, because it takes out at least 4 damage or however many counters you have on it, which is pretty cool. I'm not really sure if at the beginning of your action phase, destroy this card unless you remove a steam counter from it. I don't know if that means you have to use it every single turn of your action phase, or the steam counter will go down, or it kind of just stays there. I haven't figured that part out. So if you guys know, go ahead and leave that in the comments so I could learn something today. We all run this. It's an easy defense reaction card. Goes up for 4. It's kick-ass. It's something you should definitely have. Other than the other, instead of the other equipment that gives me 2 action points if I pay 3, I also have this that gives me 2 action points with no cost. So that's pretty dope. So essentially, I'm just trying to figure out ways to kind of combat the boost effect. You know, if I'm going to keep on using cards to go again, then I want cards that either will go back into my deck so I can keep cards in there, or I can have cards that just give me a go again or another action point without the cost of boosting. You know, after your life point resource, I think the next most important resource is the cards in your deck. If you ain't got no cards, you lose the game. That's just how it is, right? So I would think that's pretty much goes in line with your life points, would be your how many cards are in your deck left. A few weaknesses that I have seen in this deck is that it is definitely an aggressive deck. You definitely gonna lose cards. The fatigue on this thing is buck wild, so that might be kind of annoying to a lot of players. But the good thing about it is that there's cards out there that allow you to keep those stuff in your deck, and there's also other cards that you can gain the go again ability without having to boost. So that's kind of pretty much my strategy to try to fight the fatigue, because she's pretty much straightforward right now, dude. Like, I'm not gonna lie, you just go ahead, play a card, pitch the 2, boost, attack again, boost if you can, and then attack again. That's with a full hand. I haven't tried any of the cards that would give you like another intelligent point. So instead of having 4 in your hand, you would have 5. And then with 1 in the arsenal, you have 6. That's crazy. Strategies like that would kind of have to happen early on, depending on who your opponent is and how controlling they are. If you're able to get that many cards in your hand early, take advantage and just go for a knockout off the first time. There's been plenty of games that I get good cards, good strong cards, and I just offload, dude. Just offload my equipment, offload the cards that I have, boost. I'll do everything on my first turn and just try to get a good punch in on the first go, because then that forces your opponent to be like a little desperate, more on I want to catch up. Since it's so early on the game, they'll more than likely just take the damage because maybe they have good cards. I know if you're playing like a Guardian or something, they'll probably just block everything, dude. I ain't gonna lie. They'll probably just block everything and just keep it pushing. But I don't have too much experience on it, so I can't really say that I know for sure. But yeah, if you guys have any other like data or have any other experience playing with Dash and other heroes and kind of finding like what are the issues that she has, what are the pros and cons versus different heroes that she has. And honestly, once this new box set comes out, bro, I think it's gonna change a lot. I think it's gonna change a lot. as far as the approach. A lot of people, at least for what I've seen, read, and played against, they try to utilize the pistol as much as possible, which is fine. I kind of don't really use my pistol too much. Like as a forefront attack, it's kind of my last attack, or I'll just keep one in the chamber and choose to hit you when I can. You know, if I can offload as many cards out of your hand as possible and almost leave you with no cards, kind of finish you off with that pistol, you know, it's a pretty good feeling when you're able to, you know, use that strategy. So with that said, it's just a quick little overview. I'm not gonna give you too much on what I got in here, but you know, there's a little bit of strategies that I put out there. Just kind of want to see if anybody's like on the same page. Let me know if my strategy sucks and you're like, bro, you don't know what the hell you're doing, and that's fine, bro. Go ahead, see me on Talent Sharp, bro. Let's see what you got. You know what I'm saying? I ain't scared. We can go ahead and run these cards anytime, any day, any place. So y'all go ahead and enjoy that little video of why I love Mechanologist so much, man. Underdog, ready for the come up, and we finna start taking things down one by one. Bullets versus arrows. I mean, what do you think?